Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Building for Dummies. And in today's episode, we are going to be covering the concept of depth and shape. So once again, I am joined by my friend BC from Alloy 7, and let's go ahead and jump right into it. Hello again, my friend.
Hey, what's up, Welsknight?
I'm doing
back
well.
For another edition of Noob Lessons.
Back for
man BC here.
Another one, how to build for dummies. And I think in this one, what we're going to cover is the basic concept of depth. We're not going to worry about color contrast and detail and all that kind of crazy stuff. Just depth.
Just depth. All right, I'm looking forward to it.
So once again, we have a wall and a better wall. And we're just going to analyze why wall number 2 is better than wall number 1.
Outstanding.
So, thoughts?
Well, I can say that wall number 2 is definitely sexier looking than wall number 1.
And why do you think that is?
Oh, well, it's got some accents there. Like I can tell based on the way you set up the 3 pillars, for example, that there's more to the wall than just the standard flat bricks that I'm looking at over here on wall number 1.
Mm-hmm. And ultimately, these walls are pretty much the same dimensions as far as height. They're made out of the exact same materials, just stone brick. But wall number 2 has depth.
Has depth.
And it has depths in a couple sorts of ways. It's got horizontal depth, where these pillars kind of stick out. And it also has vertical depth, in that these little kind of parapets stick up here and create a little bit of height difference there. And we've got a little bit of height difference down here between the pillars and where the next section of the wall begins. So it's got both horizontal and vertical depth. And that is what causes wall number 2 to look a lot better.
Outstanding.
So, as a practical exercise, I would like you to build a wall. A 7-wide wall. Just a little section of a wall.
Okay.
And let's see what you got. Keeping in mind depth. Don't worry about the other potential lessons like color contrast and all that stuff. It doesn't have to be made of stone brick. You can make it out of whatever you'd like.
Anything but diamonds, right?
Anything but diamond blocks. No diamond blocks.
All right, so let's go with my third favorite thing to build with, which is regular old bricks.
All right.
I love me some glass and I love me some bricks. I do love diamonds, but I did take an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States and not to build with bricks. So
Ever.
3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let's see what we can get into here.
Because remember, if you build with diamond blocks, the terrorists win.
The terrorists win. Absolutely right. We definitely don't want to be in that situation.
Absolutely not.
There we go.
There you go.
Still getting used to this old keyboard and mouse jamboree situation. All right, so let's see. How do I want to... All right, that is clearly the wrong button. See, like when I talk about noob lessons, I'm talking like legitimately just straight up noob sauce without question. All right, so I'm going to try to mimic what you did on the other wall here.
Okay.
And then try to add in my own flavor here at some point. All right, now, let's back away from that, take another look. And then we're going to go. All right. Here she is.
Going for the stairs. Now, I should probably mention one very, very useful thing when it comes to creating depth is choosing a material such as bricks or stone bricks or any of the woods or anything like that comes in slabs, stairs, and blocks.
Roger that.
It is very hard to create depth with something like diamond blocks because there are no diamond stairs.
Roger that. Yeah, and I noticed that when I did my PlayStation builds, there was a lot of things that I tried to square away that just weren't happening because I was trying to finagle. Like I was actually building steps with just smaller slabs because I couldn't and I'm really anal about everything being symmetrical and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very interesting to see. I was like, crap, I can't build these stairs with actual stairs. I'm going to have to start using the you know, I can't build the, I couldn't build what I was trying to build with the stairs. I had to use the subordinate bricks, which was very interesting.
Yeah, that can certainly cause some issues.
All right, let's line her up. All right, I am off one. Here we go. All right. Let's switch up. All right, there we go.
Okay, so you have basically created what I created, with the exception of I also put some slabs
look
in
at you.
right there. But other than
Nice
that, these are identical. So how do you put your own flair on this? How do you create some additional depth other than just copying exactly what I did with a different material?
Let's see if I can get provocative with this. You said no diamonds.
No diamonds. No lapis. No redstone blocks.
No red, yeah, I can attest to the fact that I never used lapis at any given time. So I'm going to give something that I think accentuates brick, at least to a small degree. Let's go ahead and set this thing apart a taste.
Okay. So you got some additional depth there with blocks.
Indeed, and I want to switch up to, don't know if that's going to follow the, there we go. It's going to be a different color though. No, here it is. Never mind. I got it.
Dark oak. Yep.
Wrong one. Switch up. I think that's where I want it. And then lastly, but not least, let's get us some, there they go. That's what I'm looking for. All righty.
Okay, so now we do have some additional depth in here. And dark oak and brick, those two do not look terrible together. And if we were to take, we could take these out, honestly.
Yeah, you can take the sides off for the.
But if we were to just basically repeat this wall pattern for, however far we wanted to take it, it wouldn't actually end up looking too bad. We'd probably want to change up a little bit of the colors and stuff, but this lesson is not on colors. This lesson is all about the depth, and we do have some depth here as well. Now, one thing that you can also consider doing to add some depth is there are actually fences for all of these
Nicely done.
types of wood. So you could add in some depth by using fences, things like that. We could look at, you could take stairs back here.
Look at you.
To create even more depth in this little section that kind of comes out. I mean, there's all sorts of things you could do. If you wanted to get really crazy, you could even use different versions of stairs to create more depth like that.
That is nice. And I see from a distance that brown definitely does clash a little bit. I'd probably go a little bit lighter color, but we can do that in the color discussion.
Yes. Yep. We can talk all about that in probably the next episode, actually. So I think we're going to call this one good. Lesson number 1, complete and in the books.
Thank you, sir. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Thank you for taking my absolute noobatry, both with mouse and keyboard and with this wonderful thing we call Minecraft. Allow me to tell everybody out there, my friends watching this, to subscribe to my buddy Welsknight. He does excellent content, not just for Minecraft, but all the way across the board. Truly charismatic dude, a good friend of the Alloy 7 crew, and you need to check him out. If you dug this video, definitely share it with a friend. If you're not subscribed here at Alloy 7, allow me to invite you to do so that you can be a part with us in building a stronger gaming community.
And I think you took the words right out of my mouth. So other than that, guys, thanks so much for watching, and we'll definitely see you next time.
Indeed.